Welcome to. I expected someone to yell obscenities when I started it, like she always does, but she didn't. Is she even listening? The babe in the back. She's not even paying attention.
What do you mean?
What? welcome, welcome to fucking Sickly Created Inc. Well, I'm goddamn sick again, and I've been.
You're so funny.
Oh, thank you. I get. I got sick over the holiday Thanksgiving stuff, and it was bullshit. And
My chopped liver.
what?
My chopped liver.
What do you mean if you're are you chopped liver? What does it even mean?
What about me? I'm sick too.
Oh yeah, well, this is my podcast.
No, this is fiery. But I'm kidding.
Oh, you're funny too. I'm sorry. No, you're not chopped liver. I hate chopped liver. I think. Who's eating organ meats? Ooh, look at my outfit. What is this cowboy hat and heart boxers? I'm playing I'm playing San Andreas. I wanted to play something while I recorded. The Game of the Year podcast. Yay. It's fucking oh my god. I look forward to this every year, but the sickness. I got sick and then the sickness went away, but then I got fucking lung cancer or whatever the hell the thing was, where I couldn't cough or breathe for a while. It was like a pulled muscle. That fixed that. Then I got sick again. Now I'm sick again. Got fever and everything. I was gonna play Elden Ring because I got Elden Ring for Christmas, and I'm in the Stormvale Castle, but I want to just explore more because I don't well. I want freedom. I don't like when the game gives me freedom, but then it's like you should go do this right now, and I'm like, well, I got the freedom to do whatever I ever want.
Sorry.
That's okay, babe. We're sickly both. But I wanted to actually I need to pay attention to that more while I play. So I thought I'd just play some San Andreas and God, I want to finish this game again. I want to like play through the whole thing. It's fun. Um, God, and Sleeping Dogs. I was thinking of that this morning. Anyway, this is the Game of the Year podcast, 2024. I look forward to the Game of the Year podcast every fucking year. I love it so much. I keep a list, a list all year of. I'm just gonna drive around in this Esperanza fucking this Cadillac thing. I look forward to it. I keep the list of all the games I play all year, and oh, it's great. It's a great time. Like normally, I this year was like the best year I think I've had in gaming like ever. I had so many. Like the list wasn't even hard to make. It was just so. All the games I played was just so good, and it was like I kind of already had the list like in my head before I started like writing it all down and everything. Normally I have like some honorable mentions, and like normally I go through 10 through 2. And then before we get to like the game of the year, I talk about some honorable mentions. But the game of the year is like a weird pick. And there's a weird circumstances for that and number 2. And I have a lot of honorable mentions, so I'm going to knock those out right now, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. Like a lightning round, like a lightning round. Yeah, lightning round. I none of these games made the list mostly because I didn't finish any of them. And had I finished them, I would have loved them to be on the list. But the list was so packed this year. I don't know if they would have made the list anyway. I'm just on the freeway, downtown Los Santos freeway. Freeways in real life, I fucking hate. They scare me to death. Driving 8 million miles an hour and all these cars, like one little stop, and we fucking rear end somebody and flip the car and die. It's scary. I hate it. Yeah, the honorable mentions. Mech Platoon. First honorable mention, Mech Platoon. Mech Platoon is like an RTS. If you know me, you know my love for RTS games, and you know my lack of playing them because I don't have a PC. Although the babe got a new laptop, and I can use her old laptop now. I just gotta find somewhere to put it and plug it in because the battery it can't play it without being plugged in. Mech Platoon though is an RTS on the Game Boy Advance. I'm always really impressed when like they somehow not port they somehow like do weird genres that you think wouldn't go on a Game Boy, but they manage it like an RTS. and Resident Evil Gaiden too. It's actually like a good, scary, competent survival horror game on the Game Boy, which is insane. But Mechplatoon, I played it like I don't think I played. I think it was 2022 when I played it, and then I didn't finish it. I had like 3 more missions, and I didn't finish it till like January of this year, and I don't really remember much about the whole rest of the game, but I really liked it, and I wanted to put it on the list, but I feel like I couldn't because the time frame I played it was like kind of weird. Because it's not like some games where I play on and off throughout the years. It's like this one I just like stopped playing for like a year and a half. It's really good though. I liked it. Okage Shadow King, another honorable mention. Fun JRPG, PS2 era JRPG. Some of the funniest fucking writing I've ever witnessed in a game. It is so funny. I was cracking up, and the story was interesting. Not a big fan of like the battling or the the combat and the dungeons were kind of. I'm not very far into the game, but the writing alone was just like I'll keep playing it for the writing and the story. It's so much. It's so good, and I just haven't finished it. Tenchu, played Tenchu for the first time this year. It's also really good. Big fan. I want to play it more. Oh, I almost crashed into the water. Yeah, nothing a lot to say about Tenchu besides it's just really, really good. Yakuza Kiwami. I bought that day one, which was fun. Don't get a lot of games day one, so that was on the Switch when it came out. And I'm a big fan. Again, also funny, good writing, good story, good combat. The um, it's like as close to a fighting game I've ever played that's not a fighting game. It's like the natural evolution of like of a beat 'em up, of like a side scroller beat 'em up. This is like the evolution of it where we like evolution's real, and this is the missing link. Uh, it's really good. I kind of it's weird too because I played it for a good 15 hours, and I the only reason I didn't finish like I took a break to play some other stuff, and then I just haven't gone back to it yet. Really good though. Crisis Core. That Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. That's probably not gonna make the list just because I haven't finished it, but because it's just a remastered. It's not like a proper remake, which I don't consider a remake like a new game. I consider remasters not a new game, but I wanted to include it anyway because I love Crisis Core. I haven't played it since I was a kid. It still holds up. It's really fun. I fucking love Zack and Cloud, and I ship them, and it's great. I love it. Dragon Age Inquisition. If you saw it, I streamed it a little on YouTube. Did not like it at first. The more I played it, the more I got into it. And it's just like BioWare. BioWare's fun, and I like it. I liked it a lot. I haven't finished it. I want to get back to it, but again, I took a break to play other stuff, and it's a. I like the combats like I made it to where you pause it and I can control all my party members and make them do stuff. It's like an RTS game basically now, and that's great. And my character's really cute. I'm a big fan of my character. Dragon Age Inquisition pretty good. Ooh, The Sinking City. I have a lot of honorable mentions. I'm so sorry. I'll put a timestamp. I'll put timestamps to skip. The Sinking City though did not make the list. I haven't finished it. That game is like 70% really good, and then like 30% of like the worst thing I've ever played. It's so weird. All the detective-y stuff is really, really fun, but the walking around the boring fucking city is some of the worst thing ever. It's just awful. But I like looking at the map and figuring out where to go and going to the fucking city hall to find like records of stuff, to find people and clues. But it's just like the running around the city sucks, and the combat's not very great either. I do want to finish it though. Good, really good voice acting, good story. It's based off of H.P. Lovecraft's book, or it's not even based not based on it. It's just the story, like the Innsmouth case or some shit. What is it called? I forget. I love some H.P. Lovecraft. I know he was horribly racist, but I feel like not a lot of people acknowledge the fact that later on in his life, when he was like old, I think, that he denounced all his racismness and said how wrong he was and stuff. So he had a good character arc of change, I think. And I think that's worth noting. But the game's good. I want to finish it. Monster Rancher Card Battle. Oh, that game's fucking great. Oh my god. Not a lot to say about it, I don't think. It's just really good. I like Monster Rancher and card battles, and it was good. I didn't finish it. I did, but I really fucking liked it. I need to go back to it. Ooh, Jade Cocoon. I love Jade Cocoon. Good music and setting and art style and stuff. Did not like the battling in that one either, really. It's like Pokemon, but you have to fuse your monsters and shit, and I wasn't a big fan of all that. And I would rather just walk around and experience the world. It's weird. I don't know how else to describe the game, but like when I play it, it puts me in a state of like trance relaxation-ness. It makes my teeth feel soft, if that makes sense. Very good game. I gotta go. I want to go back to that too, but the actual gameplay I'm not a big fan of. God, I'm feeling rough. I need to get through this. I need to go. Jade Empire, along with Jade Cocoon, Jade Empire. That would absolutely that might be Game of the Year next year, because I started playing it late this year, but god damn it, Jade Empire is so good. Another BioWare, but the story is, I like the story better than Dragon Age Inquisition, and the combat, and yeah, it's kind of great. I adore it. At first I was disappointed because I built it up a lot in my head before I played it, because I've owned it for like years and never played it. But it only took me like a couple hours for it to really like click hard, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. That could have been Game of the Year this year, honestly. It's that good, but I have not finished it yet. Heavenly Sword also. Heavenly Sword was pretty interesting, pretty fun. I think it would be like lower on the list. I think if I had made the list, I didn't finish it. But I like it. It's fun, and Nikita, that's the missile from Metal Gear Solid. Nikito, I can't remember her name. She's cool. It's a fun game. It also like has extra sentimental value because my friend Ben bought it for me. Hey Ben, and also want to finish that. Hot Shots Golf 2. Wait a minute. That's supposed to be on the list. Oh, I guess I didn't finish it. Also, I haven't finished. What? This guy pulls a shovel on me? And he's just standing at the back of my car? Like, waving it around, like threatening me? Bitch, I will get out of this car and beat you to death. Do you know I'm CJ? Oh, I have spray paint. Yeah, get spray painted. You're green now. I take your shovel. Fuck you. Yeah, Hot Shots Golf 2 was... I should be playing that, actually. Best golf game ever made. Technically I didn't play it for the first time this year, so I couldn't add it to the list. I also didn't finish, like, all the stuff on it. But god damn it, I played like 20 hours of Hot Shots Golf 2. It's great.
Every time I used to call you on the way home from work, that's what you were watching.
Yeah, every time. I like to have a game to play when the babe calls, when we're talking on the phone. It's nice to... I can't just sit and not do anything. I'm too... I guess that's ADHD, right? Something like that. System Shock Remake. I won that in a giveaway. And I don't know what it is about my brain, but when I get games and giveaways, it's like I don't want to play them right away. Because I feel like I should devote my time to games that I spent money on. Because I don't know, it's like a weird cost thing in my brain. Like, I spent money on this, so I should play this instead. Because it'll be a waste if I don't, or something, you know. But so I played it for like an hour to like test it out. And god damn it, it fucking was great. It's amazing, and I cannot wait to play it more. Actually, really good remake, and that's gonna be on the list next year probably. Honestly, and then Elden Ring, I got that for Christmas, and Elden Ring is a weird case. I love it kinda, but I also feel weird about it, and I can see the appeal, but at the same time, there's a lot about it that I think is weird. I don't know how to describe it. I love I wouldn't say love and hate. I love and am kind of confused by. Um, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's peculiar. I got to do a whole like thing about that. Spooky what, Bim? What is it?
Spooky day, remember?
Oh, it's Spooky Day.
I made a spooky day.
Nice. The babe made Spooky Day in The Sims 4. That's like, it's Halloween, because they don't have Halloween, which they're is fucked up. They should have some Halloween. But those are the honorable mentions. I had a lot of honorable mentions this year, and like I said, I played a lot of good games this year, and all these games I feel like deserve to be on the list at some degree, but I just didn't finish them or whatever. So I just wanted to mention them. Just a quick mention, you know. And now we can actually get into like the actual list, like the actual list. Oh, ballers pull me out of the car and shoot me with Uzis. What the fuck? I'm not even okay. I gotta get out of here. Uh, number 10 on the Game of the Year list is Dino Crisis. I played Dino Crisis this year for the first time, and I don't know why I said that. That's like the one stipulation for the list is I play it for the first time this year, and finish it. Those were like the two things, and I'm even loose with those. But I played Dino Crisis. Really great game. I really like. I did a long play of it on YouTube here if you want to watch it, and it's really good. I really liked it. The story was kind of interesting. Took some turns that I didn't expect. I kind of did expect it, but I still liked them. You know, honestly, it might be my favorite iteration of the classic Resident Evil formula. Because, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm not the biggest fan of the classic formula of, like Resident Evil, like, I've never played 1, but, like, 2, 3, and I guess those are it. And that, just that, in a mansion or facility, and with all the puzzles and stuff, and it's, like, not the biggest fan of it, actually. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of not. I like Resident Evil 4, the more action-y approach, but there's still some puzzles. It's kind of, I started to realize this when I was playing the Resident Evil 2 remake, where I was just like, I'm just running around this big mansion, there's like no enemies, I kill them all, and I'm just like running and trying to figure out like where to go, and it's just like, I don't know, it wasn't that fun, and then I'm finding like keys and juggling shit in my inventory, and I just wasn't the biggest fan. But Dino Crisis might be my favorite version of that. I like it. I liked it a lot, and the combat was fun. And I really liked all the puzzles in this game. Was really intriguing. I guess maybe because there's not a lot of backtracking. The other ones had a lot of backtracking, and or Resident Evil games. I think that's what throws me off a lot. But this one didn't. It was more straightforwardy. But it did have some backtracking a little bit. It had a good balance. But Dino Crisis, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm kind of curious about the other games in this series. Might do a long play of 2. Oh, more ballers. We gotta drive away. God, these fucking ballers. Do you have anything better to do than stand on the corner and harass me? What the fuck? Oh, is this the... I had a file that... I used to play this when the babe called for... when she was driving home from work, too. That I would just run around and try to get all the spray paints. I don't remember if this is the file that I was doing that on or not. I never did find them all. Oh, here's one. I also never unlocked all the islands to do it. 26 out of 100. Not a lot. Number 9. Ooh, this is a good one. Number 9. Great Greed. It's like this JRPG on Game Boy Color. And god damn it, this game fucking hooked me like crazy. It has an interesting like battle system where it's like turn-based, but it's like a one-on-one, but it's like you can either attack, use magic, or dodge. And it's like it gets really strategic at the end there. I really had to strategize on like, okay, if I can do 2 attacks here, but then I have to heal because I'm low. And then his next attack after that, his 5th attack is like a really big attack, so I got to remember about that and dodge it. And then he like sometimes will fall over, and so I can use this magic on him that does a good damage. And It's really good, and this game had a really funny story. Like, spoilers, not minor, kind of big spoilers. But there's I talked about it before, I think, a little on some podcast, but there's a princess named Microwave fighting this guy. He's like a hitman, a ninja, or some shit. I can't remember exactly. And they teleport to the human world in the forest where you are, and you get teleported to their land, and you're trying to like save the day or whatever from Biohazard Harry, his name is, who's polluting their world, and it's because pollution gives him power. Apparently, they say, and so and I like all of the. It reminds me of like an anime, where each section of the game was like an episode. So like you get to a new town, like you get to the first town, and there's a mayoral election, and there's this one guy who's like a nice kind of chill guy, and he's like a nice old man, and he's running for the mayor, but then I think he's like the old mayor. New guy named Mr. Krabs or some shit is running, who's a giant crab, I'm pretty sure, who's bribing people to get their votes, and so he's really popular, and he at some point he even like offers to bribe you, and you can take the money, but then if you do, you like later on after you complete the mission, complete like the town's mission thing, you I can't remember exactly what happens, but it's like there's consequences to your greed, which is fun. And I wish they didn't lean into that as much. There was this whole mechanic though of like you couldn't there's like treasure chests in dungeons, and if you there's like a thing of like 4 or 5 chests, right? And 4 of them would have just trash in it, and 1 of them would have like an item. But if you picked up too much trash, your inventory would be full, and you can't pick up anything else, and you can't drop the trash because it's like counts as littering. You don't want to litter, and then the only way to get it out of your inventory is like find a shop, so you can charge them to get rid of it or something. I don't know. It's interesting stuff. A lot of interesting little bits about that game that I really fucked with, and the story thing. Like there was this one story bit of you get to a town who's they run their laws by a slot machine. So they hit a slot machine every day, and it would give you 3 different things of like you can't go into the magic shop, you can't talk to people, or guards, or like you can't do this thing there or whatever. And every day it would reset it, but then you could bribe somebody to like you could just keep doing it over and over again. And then come to find out like one of the things was broken. To talk to the person like running the machine, or like in the computer room, that was always a law to like not talk to them. And I don't know, it was funny. It was funny, really interesting bits like that. At the end, you could you could pick to marry somebody. There's like 15 different princesses, and I didn't realize at the time, but a lot of them were underage, so that's kind of weird. And but you could also marry the king or the queen, which I was really a fan of, because you could just click on, because the king's like, yeah, marry one of my daughters. And if you just click on him, he's like, you can't marry me, I'm the king, we're boys, ha ha ha. You click on him again, he's like, okay, we'll get married. And then the same thing with the queen, which is funny. And Biohazard Harry, turns out that the reason he's polluting the land so much isn't because it gives him power, it's because his world is too overpolluted. And the only way to get rid of it is to teleport it to this world. So he's not evil technically, he's just like doing this to save his own world, which is still kind of evil, I guess. But I like that he had a motivation, an understandable motivation. Good game, Great Greed. I spent too much time on that talking about Great Greed. I could go on. I wanted to make a whole podcast about Great Greed. It's fucking great. And it's greedy. Great Greed. Number 8. God, my throat's hurting. Number 8, Pokemon Violet. Pokemon Violet I got for my birthday. And not a whole lot to say. It's just classic Pokemon, but open world. which I think they really nailed the open world. I know people talked about like performance issues and stuff, and they really have no excuse to have like not as pretty textures and stuff because Breath of the Wild exists on the Switch, so like you could have made your game so much prettier. But I think what's there is pretty enough. They have some prettiness to it still. I actually liked a lot of the new Pokemon, which I normally hate. The new Pokemon that come out, but I liked a lot in this one. I think Pokemon Violet has like my favorite story in any Pokemon game. I was a big fan of the story and all the characters. There were so many fucking characters and all the teachers and shit. I do wish there was like Pokemon, which one was it that I played where you're in France? Like, there's Paris, you're in Paris or whatever, and they had a bunch of, like, different outfits and stuff. I forget the name. I wish this game had different outfits besides just fucking school uniforms. That was kind of stupid. There's some DLC, I think, that adds some things like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to get that fucking DLC. Pokemon Violet, though, really, really good. I put like 100 hours into it this year, and I, I caught a shiny Rayquaza, which is great, I found my first shiny in the wild in my life. It was a Luxor. It's like a lion, electric lion thing. I don't know, he's pretty cool. But yeah, favorite story, really good music, good characters, fun to just run around the world, and I was all about defending the graphics up until I got to the fucking bamboo forest, and I was like, this is atrocious. I cannot defend this monstrosity that they have created with this fucking bamboo forest. That's so ugly. Ugliest bamboo forest I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Oh, I'm gonna blow up. I'm sorry. Don't blow up. Run, TJ. Okay, I'm down. I'm fine. My health is blinking. Yeah, not a lot to say else besides that. Pokemon Violet, really good. Big fan. I also like the gym tests. The gym tests, I think, were better than just fighting a few random people. I like the gym tests, and it is really good. Pokemon Violet, really solid. Yeah. I'm getting sleepy. Number 7. Mega Man 8. Played that for the first time this year. Well, technically I played it before as which is funny cuz I remember back in the day I bought it on my PS3 cuz I played I liked Mega Man. You know, I liked Mega Man. I played at the time I didn't have a PS4, so I didn't have this collection. I must have played like maybe that was when I played Mega Man 2 on my iPhone, on my iPod, I mean, and was a big fan of it. But I remember I saw Mega Man. Oh god, my throat. Oh my gosh, my throat, I'm dying. I remember though, I don't know how old I was at the time. I must have been late teenager. I don't know, but I saw Mega Man 8. I'm like, hey, I love Mega Man, let's buy this. And I bought it, and I was upset by the art style because it wasn't like classic Mega Man. And so I never played it. I played like the intro level, and that's it. And then I think back now of like how funny that was because I think this is the best looking Mega Man game, and my favorite Mega Man game ever. I think it's funny that as did not have good taste back then apparently because what the fuck was I thinking? Mega Man 8's amazing. It's they have these like anime cutscenes that I was convinced was from a fucking anime, but they made it specifically for this game, and they're really good. Really 90s anime aesthetic, which is really fun. But yeah, they got these like little bolts you find throughout the levels to buy different upgrades, and it's like I kind of want to play through it again because I don't think you get enough bolts to get every upgrade, and so it's kind of encourages you to like go back through and get different stuff. And which is fun. It had I plan on using someone just shooting their gun, popping it off. What the fuck's going on? I plan on using the music from the Iceman stage in this podcast. That's been a go-to music track that I fucking love that song. And yeah, it's such a beautiful game, and it's the right level of difficulty, and it's really fun in a way that like RPGs, you're like level 1, you're fighting stuff, you're leveling up, and it gets easier. But some games like have the scaling thing where it's like it never really gets easier, despite you being stronger, unless well, I was gonna say unless you go back to earlier levels, but like even then, maybe not even that. Not even then. But whatever. The leveling up RPG style of getting better at a game, and Mega Man 8 is so fun because I guess Mega Man games in general. Because I was playing this part in the Iceman stage, or no, it was in the Dr. Wily stage. There was a part like this in the Iceman stage too, but Dr. Wily part was the rough one, where you're on a snowboard and it's like you're sliding and you're having to jump and duck and slide and shit. And it was going really fast, and it's like I kept dying. I died like hundreds of times on this fucking part. And eventually I was like, this is impossible. There's no way I could ever do this. I thought I was like, maybe I'm getting older and my reflexes aren't as good, and I can't do this. It's impossible. But I kept trying. I kept trying. Eventually I kept I kind of got some of it down, and then I would get a little bit further into the level I never have, and I'm like, oh my god, this is great. Maybe I can do it. So I keep trying, and I would just get a little bit further each time, and it had this this fucking crazy just progression that I got to witness in real time. That other games are that you gradually get better over the course of the game, or in RPG sense you level up and stuff, and that's a little less noticeable. But this was like one level that I just got stuck on, and I just slowly chipped away at it until I could beat the whole thing without dying. And it was just such a good feeling. And yeah, it was just such a good feeling. And then I got to the boss, and then I died at the fucking boss. But then, don't get out of your car, bitch. I got a shovel. I'll hit you with a damn shovel. You might actually kill me. My health is low. Kill him with a shovel. It was really good. Mega Man 8, really, really good. My favorite Mega Man game. God, this list is really going. God, I'm only on 7. Jesus Christ, I gotta get through this list so I can go lay down and cause I'm dying. God, I just love talking about games though. I love talking about games and talking about games that I like, that I loved. Oh, okay, number 6. This is a fun one. No More Heroes? Oh my god, fucking No More Heroes was so good. I might have to move that up actually. No, 6 is good, maybe. I adored that fucking game. It has some really immature, crude humor that I thought was funny as hell. That I thought was really funny. Because I am also immature. And it just... Oh, I got a star. I got to drive away. I did kill a man with a shovel, so it's fine. Really good. Earlier this year, there's this streamer that I used to watch all the time. He played Let It Die. This, it's Suda51 Grasshopper manufacturer game. And, I used to watch it. I used to play the game, but it's free to play Souls-like thing, and it's fucking awful. And it's not awful. It's a good game, but it's so pay to win, and multiplayer stuff is weird and awful, and I hated it. I liked the game, but I hated all the online shit and multiplayer stuff. I used to watch this streamer though back in the day, and he stopped streaming for like years, and then I guess he retired or something. Early this year though, he came back. Because I would check every once in a while to see. And he had come back. So I was watching him play that more. And it kind of hit me that I've never, played any Suda51 games before. Because he did that. He did Lollipop Chainsaw, which I watched a Let's Play of, which I'm a big fan of also. What were some other ones? There were some other ones, too. There was, I don't know. There was a few. There was a few. But, No More Heroes was one, and I saw it was on sale on the Switch the other day, the last month or whatever. And I was like, I kind of want to try it, you know, because I apparently really like Suda51's games, but I've never actually played any myself besides Let It Die, which is kind of shitty with the online stuff. So like, let's get No More Heroes just on a whim, and god damn it, it was so much fun. The I think that I think the game's got like 3 music tracks, the whole fucking game, but all 3 are so good and catchy, and stuck in my head. Like I said, it's got stupid, really dumb, childish ass humor, jokes, and that I thought was great. I loved it. And it has a good like vibe of you're like an assassin, or I guess yeah, you're an assassin, and there's this girl who's like says like she'll sleep with you if you kill all the 10 assassins ahead of you in the line. Oh god, great. I blew up my car. I'm in the wilderness. I'm just in the fucking wilderness now, running around in the damn forest. Fucking looking for Bigfoot. It's like 2007 all over again. Um, but you know, she says that, so you go on a quest to kill all the people in the assassins list, and so you kill the first guy, and then she's like, well, to get to the next one, you have to pay an entry fee, and so you have to go do some odd jobs, like, you have to go find missing cats, or like deliver pizza, I think is one of them. There's some side like assassination missions too, so you're making money, and it's kind of chill. And then you make enough money, you go to the next mission to fight the next guy, and it's like a kind of intense mission up to the boss fight, who's like who's pretty difficult, and not too difficult. I didn't struggle up until like the third boss. It was this one girl, I forget her name. She was like a schoolgirl. She was an assassin, which was cool. And you got a cool beam katana, and you get different beam katanas and level them up, or not level them up, but like get upgrades. And there's also all these outfits you unlock, and God, it's just such a good. It's like the gameplay loop of that is just so. It's so I found so fucking addicting. So I'd run through these like assassination missions, and then I would spend the next hour or two just in the open world, like making money for like the new outfit that I just unlocked, and the new upgrades, and the next mission, and then it's so good. That's like a 10 out of 10 game. That should be higher, honestly. I fucking love No More Heroes. I want to play. There's like 3 other games I think in the series. I gotta play them. I think they're all on the Switch though, which is fun. They're on my list. Oh, I crashed my dirt bike. I'm in Red County on the freeway. That fucking guy swerved and ran me over and killed me. He swerved to me. That guy's racist. No More Heroes, oh great. Number 5. Oh, we're halfway through. Number 5. Hogs of War. God damn, Hogs of War. I adore Hogs of War. It's like my favorite genre of turn-based moving your troops around on the field and aiming stuff like worms, but tactical turn-based stuff. It was great. I fucking loved it. It was. Oh, I'm getting shot at by ballers again. Great. I loved it. I saw like I don't remember how I heard about this game. I think I saw it randomly on Twitter. I follow this like account that like posts PlayStation 1 games. I think they posted it and I was like, this looks interesting. It looks up my alley. And then I did a video on it because I did a video of scrolling through Twitter and scrolling through this Twitter account, and whatever it landed on I would play, and it landed on that game, which was great. I did a whole video on it and it was amazing. And fun story. I mean, not really a story, but like fun like characters, and like it's got like a World War I aesthetic. God, the cops are after me. I have lost a wheel of my car. I'm about to go to jail. No, he fell. Never mind. I've always been, since I was a kid, I've always been a big fan of like the World War I aesthetic, like the classic like green fucking fatigues and like the tents and all that shit. I don't know why, but I also love oh, it's a cholo. You got a gun? Now you're gonna get punched in the face. I'm gonna take your fucking gun. Don't shoot me. And I guess that's why I also loved. I always loved like little plastic army guys. My favorite things ever. Oh, bicycle. I don't know, but Hogs of War, really good. Why am I stuck? Oh, here we go. Really, really good. I fucking loved it, and I unlocked hard mode, and I started playing hard mode myself, and I want to do a long play of that. I wanted to do more Hogs of War content. I just never got around to it. I found a channel that's dedicated just to Hogs of War, because there's actually like a big community of, I guess not big, but like, there's a community of like people that play it competitively, and there was like a remake in the works or a Hogs of War 2, but it got, I think, canceled, and so fans were like remaking it themselves or trying to make the sequel, but then also there was a fan remake, and I think everything just kind of fell through. But pretty cool. I would give a shout out to the channel if I remembered what the hell the name of it was. Actually, let me go look real quick, cuz it's just cool. I watched some of a they did a stream of Hogs of War solo hard mode or something, and I started watching a little bit of it. It was really good. I just want to just a quick shout out, gotta give love. Pinstripe, that's what it was. Yeah, Pinstripe, you're great. If you're listening to this, you're a real one. You're putting in work for the community. Babe, I need you to tell people what I forgot the word for toilet seat. And what did I call it?
A butt holder.
What the hell's wrong with me? I'm feverish delirious. Because our toilet seat is like,
my face hurts.
is loose. And like the little nut at the bottom, so I was telling her, like, remind me, I'll tighten, I'll fix it later, and tighten
Fix that butt holder.
the butt holders.
And he said it kind of confidently, so I
Oh God!
like it's not like you were like butt holder. You were like butt holder. Like you
That's what it's been called.
Yeah,
all along.
that's what it is.
There's something wrong with me.
Oh, my face hurts.
Mine too. We're all hoarse and raspy.
I know. God.
I was gonna take a break from my.
It's too funny to.
It was I was gonna take a break from the podcasting because I really think my fever's back, but I wanna maybe knock it out, but I also feel bad. What do you think, babe? You give me the verdict. Should I record more or should I take a break?
I think you should take a break, but if you just feel like recording more, go for it.
Okay. I kind of do, I think.
Go for it.
Maybe a little bit. I'll do a little bit more. Yeah, well, because I'm almost done, and stuff, and we need to go to Walmart.
No, don't.
We gotta.
No, don't.
We gotta.
No, don't.
Because me and the babe have, we got gift cards, and I thought...
A gift card.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a gift card for both of us, and I thought... we usually get, like, a gift card for Christmas, I thought it'd be, like $20, $30 maybe for Amazon, and I was gonna buy some black jeggings, because I want some... I need to emo-fy my look more. That's all I really wanted. I was gonna get that, and maybe get a game, like Immortals Fenyx Rising finally, or Final Fantasy 12, was my plan. But we ended up getting a gift card for Walmart that's $100 a piece for us. That's insane. And so now I'm contemplating.
Just calling everything out.
Is that bad?
No, it's from my grandmother. She's very sweet.
Yes, she's great. I love her to death.
God, I'm in the biz.
The abyss. And but now every time I get like a lump sum of money like that, my first thought's like, oh fuck, I should spend it on a game that I normally can't get whenever I want, like Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda, or Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda, or what's that one where you play as Zelda, the new one? That'd be fun too.
Some kind of Zelda.
And
Zelda.
because, like,
It's
those,
not a word anymore.
it's not. Those games are expensive, and so I was like, every time I get a little, like, more money, I'm like, that's what I should get, while I can. But I don't know. I'm still wanting the jeggings, though. And some emo stuff. I need, like, a choker. I need a choker, babe, I think. And a gold chain.
How's
And,
that emo?
well, it's not emo, it's just me. That's just a me thing. Oh, yeah, we're doing Game of the Year podcast. You distracted me.
I did not.
There's these goddamn giant eagles with swords for feet on Elden Ring, and I hate them. I hate them so much. Baba! But I put Ashes of War on my katana that makes me shoot magic, and that's kind of useful for them. I also forgot I could block, so that's kind of nice
Put
too.
her down.
I've been playing Elden Ring like a goddamn Metal Gear Solid. I'm just sneaking around. What, babe?
I hate when the Sims do the opposite of what I said.
Yeah. Sims can be annoying.
I was like, put the infant in the bed. She puts it on the floor.
Put the infant on the damn floor. Like, come on. Oh yeah. Anyway, Game of the Year podcast. So yeah, the number. Oh yeah, I'm fighting these freaking eagles. They die quickly. They're just so quick. And if I just block, you can hit the heavy button and do like a thing, which is nice. Oh yeah, number 4. Okay, I gotta cut that out. Number 4. Overblood 2. Oh my god, Overblood 2 was so fucking amazing. I did another game I did a long play of. It's like a weird. It's not even like a survival horror like the first game. This one is more action or more adventure game. Oh my, it's just so good, and it had this like really sprawling, epic tale. It wove. It had really fun characters. I thought the game was really pretty, and it had some really good music, and I thought the overall gameplay was fun. Of just like, you're on this little mission. What? Something's attacking me? Oh, another bird, of course. And you're on like the mission, and it's like you have like a section of like, you can go off into the town to like get supplies for the mission, and I'm always a big fan of games that let me do that, so I can kind of plot and plan better, which is fun. And then you go off on the mission, and it's just so good. Like, Arcano is the main character. I love him. He's like an Australian boy who's sassy. And Navarro, the cool old scientist man. And there's the girl who's I forget her name, but she's also cool. And the game had some like interesting plot twists I actually didn't see coming. And I thought, like, as I'm watching the game, or as I'm playing it, I'm just like, how is this game? Oh, this fucking big knight guy. I hate this guy. Big silvery knight bitch. And he's got one of the snitches with him with the giant torches that every time he sees me, he yells for his posse. It's fucking bullshit. And Overblood 2, though, was really, like, 10 out of 10. As I'm playing, I was just, like, shocked that that game does not... For one, it didn't get a sequel. It didn't get a third. I still think Overblood 2 is a prequel to Overblood 1. I don't know that for a fact, but I think it is. I'm almost certain. And, bah. Ooh. This magic, I can shoot magic. And then if I spam my heavy, it does like its crazy thrust move. Just kind of nice. Killed him. I was shocked it didn't get a third game in the series. And I'm shocked that it's like as obscure and weird as it is nowadays. I thought people would love it. But apparently everyone hated it. And it's just another fracture in my will of my faith in humanity, basically. Because it's great. Overblood 2 is fucking amazing. Number 3. the big 3. Now 3, this one could have been higher, but it's not, for reasons. Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat. I've never played a Warhammer game before. And again, RTS game. Love me some RTS games. And, I think I just saw it on. I think I was looking up specifically like RTS games on PS1, and I saw it. And I'm like, let's try it. You know, let's do a video. And the video did really well on here, and so I was like, let me continue it. And I ended up playing the whole game except that, like failure. Oh, there's an ad for Shadow the Horned Rat on GOG down here. For again, it's 35% off. I was getting to that part. Why there's ads on my fucking note app and my audio app and shit is beyond me, but go off, I guess. Fucking capitalism. Yeah, I kind of went in not expecting anything, and I ended up really, really liking it. RTS games are always just like, they always hit for me anyway, but the story was like interesting, and I really like that failure was an option. Like, you could fail a mission or retreat, and like you can continue the game like that. And there's permadeath. Big fan of some fucking permadeath, if you know me. Oh god, this guy's a big axe. He's dead. Fuck him. Oh, I think this thing down here, this big 8-legged monster thing, is like what killed me in the tutorial. That's like your first death, I think. It happened so quickly when I started the game, I don't really remember. But it's like perfect. Warhammer, perfect. I got to the end, if you watch the series, I got to the end, I think the last mission, where, failure is not an option anymore, and I've lost all my troops, and, don't have enough troops to win the match, win the battle, and so I just die. I just fucking die. And, oh, I fell in the hole with the dogs, no. Oh, gosh. God, what is it about From Software and making dogs that are just the worst? Jesus Christ. I can't even get out of this fucking hole. Oh, I guess I could teleport, maybe. Ooh, I got a Crystallid Memento. Great. Oh, what was I talking about? Warhammer's great, and I loved it, and it had different branching paths, which I like in a game. Of different branching story paths. Brooch wrapped in red velvet. That's probably like a quest item. It was really good. It was perfect. And, yeah, I got to the end, and it kind of I got, like, soft-locked, kind of. So I couldn't, like, actually finish the game. So I probably shouldn't have added it to the list, but I loved it so much that I wanted to. And I found out there's a PC port. Or I guess the PS1 is the port. The PC is probably the original. On, GOG. And it's on sale for like $1 or something. And so I'm going to get the babe's laptop, and I want to buy it, and I want to play it. I'm going to try to fight this big 8-legged arm bitch. Hit him with the magic. Hit him with the... Oh, he instantly kills me. Awesome. He just attacks forever with all his 8 arms. But goddammit. Playing an RTS game, like with mouse and keyboard, I feel like it's going to be a really spiritual experience for me. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, but also, if you, for people that watch the series I did, I found I was gonna include it in the video, but I kind of forgot, and I already rendered it when I found this out. But apparently, there's a cheat. I found a cheat for Warhammer that you put it in, and you unlock all the troops that you can have just at your disposal, which is fun. And, that's, like, great and all, but I didn't want to cheat, like, to beat the game, you know? Oh, God. Fucking birds of death. And, I contemplated on, like, maybe asking people if they wanted to see the ending, if I could do the cheat, and then, you know, finish the game, but I don't want to cheat. And if I beat the game, I want to do it legitly, so I want to play through it again. But that's kind of cool. There's a cheat. If you're watching it and thinking, this game looks fun, but I don't want to restart it a lot because I get soft locked or whatever, you don't have to. You could actually just do the cheat if you wanted, but not me. I don't want to cheat. But yeah, that's 3. Warhammer, Shadow the Horned Rat, fucking great. Also a sequel. Gonna have to do a sequel. Do the sequel eventually. I'm almost done. Let's go. Number 2. Now, number 2 is interesting. Because it's a tie. Number 2 as a tie between two games because I could not decide which one I wanted to be number two. Because number one was already taken. So it got a two-way tie. And the first one is Pikmin. I played Pikmin for the first time this year, and Pikmin is great. I adore fucking Pikmin. I played, if you remember back in the day, I played Pikmin, fucking, Pikmin 4? Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 4. I played the demo of it on my podcast, and I hated it. I think I was just in a bad mood, though. I was kind of crabby. And, oh, there's a guy here. I didn't know there was a guy up here. You glad I'm here, are you? Ooh, he saved me a reward. You know, I'm pretty sure earlier I got fucking a Grace Mimic. Oh, what is that? I should kill you. I feel like, at some point earlier in the game, I went through a room and the door shut, and then I heard a menacing laugh. Light shows the path, but without order. Great. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to do with me. This fetish draws rays guiding the way, only without any sense of order. But showing the way is order, right? Wouldn't be without order be aimless and not showing me the way? What does that even mean? I don't fucking know. Anyway. I'm pretty sure it was Patches. I think Patches in this game. I think he locked me in that fucking room with the giant night guy. But then he killed me. And so I didn't get a chance to, like, escape and find out if it was Patches. I'm pretty sure it fucking was Patches, though. Oh, yeah, Pikmin, though. I played the demo again later on, and, like, yeah, this is great. I love it. And, oh, God. Roll. No! Okay, get that guy. Get the night guy. With the magic. With the slash. And, but then, later on, I played, God, this night guy's the worst. I played, the demo of Pikmin 3. And, really enjoyed it. I was really into it. I can't remember exactly. Oh, God. He's gonna fucking kill me. He did. I can't remember exactly, but, like, I was playing, the Pikmin 3 demo. And I remember I was, like, really depressed or, like, really just going through it. Maybe I was, like, sick and just not feeling good. It just felt really awful. And, I was playing that, and it was, like, kind of a pick-me-up. It was really fun. And I remember telling the babe, like, damn, I really want to get Pikmin. I want to play, like, a whole Pikmin game one time. And she was just like, she was like, just buy it, you know? You could just buy it now. And I'm not used to, like, just buying games in my head that are expensive. And so I was like, I was kind of just blown away that she would just offer that, which was nice. Do you remember this, babe? You weren't listening?
No.
Oh, that's okay. Do you remember when, earlier in the year, I was playing that Pikmin 3 demo? And then, I can't remember why I was so depressed or sick or not feeling good. And I was talking about wanting Pikmin, and you were like, just buy Pikmin then, as a pick-me-up. You remember that?
Yeah, kinda.
It was really nice, a really good, nice gesture, and
Aw.
it did pick me up. And now Pikmin's number 2 on the list. And, fuck, Pikmin is like, sorry, I'll leave you alone now.
It's okay. I'm just in the zone.
Yeah.
Gardening.
Ooh, gardening, nice. Pikmin is like as close to perfect as a game as I've ever played. Everything about it is just perfect. I loved like the low risk, not low risk, like low what's the word? Like the low I can't fucking think of the word. The story isn't like some grand crazy adventure. It's literally just like you're just a little Olimar trying to fix a ship. And I like the time limits of the days are fun, and finding all the ship parts, and I thought the game would be really difficult from, like, most games with like a time, like a time restraint is. But I actually finished this game. I finished it. You have to do it in like 30 days. And I finished it on like day 22 of like getting all the parts and beating the final boss and stuff. So that was kind of crazy. I expected it to be harder, but I was fine. And it was really short. I beat the game in like 7 or 8 hours or something. And again, like at the time I was like, man, that is really short. You know, shorter than you would want. But at the same time, I was like, I kind of wanted like a nice short game to play though. So like, this is fine. Like, I actually really, I liked it more because it was short. Because the 8 hours of it was really good. Instead of, oh, this guy sees me. Oh, you got a big fucking halberd thing? I'm gonna shoot you with some magic. Fuck you. I ran out of magic. Do I have any more arrows? I do! And, it is really good. It was like, it does not do anything. It was, it was really good. The 8 hours that I played was like, really good, right? And so, like, oh, you just do a little twist thing? What the fuck was that? I'm dead. I'm dead. Because, like, some games, you know, it's like, hey, this game's 30 hours long, but it's like 5 hours of it's really good, and the rest is, like, kind of eh. But this was, like, every second of it was really solid, you know? And that's what I appreciate about it. And all the music was really good, and the little Pikmin are really cute and great, and it's just, yeah, it's as perfect of a game as I've ever played. And I need more Pikmin in my life, basically. Because I really liked in 3 and 4 the scientific approach it took of, like, learning about the world you're on and all this stuff, which is fun. This one didn't do that as much. And in 4, there was a giant Game Boy Advance. Mimic's Veil. What the fuck is that? Uses FP to mimic nearby objects. Ooh. That could be fun for multiplayer that I can't play because I don't have PlayStation Plus, and I never would play it anyway because multiplayer games and From Software games suck. That's cool, though. Yeah, Pikmin, great. And, I adore it. I adored it. And I started another playthrough of it, too. And I did not finish it, but I would like to, honestly. But the game that's tied for second with Pikmin... Oh, hang on. Let me hide for a second. Because I gotta get the babe's reaction to this. Hey, babe.
Hmm?
You know, I said Pikmin's number 2 on my list.
Yeah.
But it's tied with something. Do you know what it's tied with?
Oh, God.
You have a guess?
I'm, like, torn between 2 games.
Yeah.
Either being that or number 1.
Yeah.
I think I know. Is Dragon Quest tie with it?
Nope.
Bang Kiddos?
Nope.
Damn it, I don't know then.
Na 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 na.
No!
Look at the spike.
Is number 1 one of the ones I just mentioned?
Yes.
Oh, wait, we can't say that. Edit that out.
No, it's okay. They don't know yet. They don't know which one. It's good.
I don't either, so...
Well, it can't be one. It's got to be the other. Because one of them doesn't fit the criteria of my list. But yeah, but tied with Pikmin for number 2 is Katamari. The babe
Whoa.
hates Katamari for some reason. She hates a good time. She hates happiness.
It's annoying.
It's not annoying. It's got the best music in any game.
It's annoying.
But, Katamari's great. I had to get her reaction to that. I think, to be fair, though, I think she only hates it because I would play it in the mornings when she was getting ready for work. And I can imagine hearing this nice, cheery music when you're getting ready to, like, put in the fucking 9-to-5 work would not sound very cheery and stuff, so I can sympathize with that. That makes sense. But, I bought the game on my PS3 back in the day when I had my PS3. And, bop. And I remember playing it and liking it, but I remember getting stuck on a part and then never finishing it. But now, I'm playing it again. And, or I did play it again. I didn't continue, I finished it. I was playing it again, and I never got stuck, and I never had any kind of difficulty, so I don't really know what my problem was back in the day. So that's kind of funny. But God, I fucking love some Katamari. I love the... Again, I love the unorthodox story of, like, you know, your dad's the king of the cosmos, and he, exalted flesh. Great. He destroyed all the fucking stars, and you, the little prince guy, is, like, rolling up stuff to make new stars. This is a fun little, fun time. The game's all bright and colorful, and just nice and happy, and the music's really good, and it's just so addicting, and it's also short also, like Pikmin was, which I like. I like the shortness. Oh, here's where I died a while ago. To the big 8-armed freak. Maybe I can sneak. Maybe I don't even gotta fight him. Maybe I just sneak. I would like to get my grace back. What are you... Oh, he's guarding a Highland axe. Where was my grace? It's down here somewhere. Yeah, I'm sneaking. Fuck this. I forget, you know, you don't have to fight everything. You can just be sneaky. Do you hear me? I heard stuff like break. But yeah, Katamari, amazing. I adored it, and I adored my time with it, and I would love to play it more. I see it on sale on the Switch sometimes, and if I can catch it on sale when I have, like, some money, extra money, I'm absolutely gonna buy it to have on my Switch. Because I also bought Splunky. You fucking spider bitch, will you go on somewhere? You can't even fit through this hallway. You can't kill me. Oh my god, this fucking guy. I also bought Splunky on, it was on sale for, on Switch. And it's not the first time I own it on PS4, and I always like the game. But playing it on the Switch is really nice. Like playing it in bed and stuff, I played it a lot more. Games on Switch are just better. You know, it's just better. And now number 1, which you kind of got a spoiler a bit. A little bit. But you don't know everything about my choices. So, like, yeah, what the babe said. Number 1 would have been Baten Kaitos. Because I played it and finished it this year. But I don't think criteria-wise it fits my criteria for Game of the Year. Because I played it before. This is not the first time I played it. Like, I played it as a kid, and this was only a remaster. It wasn't a remake. It wasn't even that good of a remaster, if I'm being honest. There's no English voice acting, and, like, they messed up some of the animations, and, it could have been done better, you know, anyway. And so, it can't be my Game of the Year just because I played it before. But if I hadn't have, it would have been Game of the Year, because it's my favorite game ever, and it still is. I was curious if I played it again, if it... Oh god, this fucking spider bitch. I'm just gonna wait over here. Maybe he'll lose interest. I was curious if it would, like, still be my favorite game of all time, and it is. I love it. And with the collection, I got the sequel, which I never played. So that's probably Game of the Year next year, if I'm being honest. But despite it not being able to be Game of the Year, I still wanted to mention it because I love it deeply. I love Baten Kaitos still, and it's great. And you should play it if you haven't. It's amazing. And it absolutely would have been my Game of the Year otherwise. But that means the actual Game of the Year. This fucking spider thing's really pissing me off. My actual Game of the Year is, in fact, Dragon Quest XI. And that's probably not too much of a shocker, because it's made the list every year. Because, I play loose and fast with my criteria rules, and I finally finished it. And so, it actually can be on the list properly. I started playing it like 3 years ago, and unlike, like, Mech Platoon, I've actually played Dragon Quest, like, I think it's like my number 1 played game every year, or some shit. All these fucking dogs down here again. And I adore it. I fucking adore it. It's like, really traditional JRPG, like I wish it would have taken a little more risks of like with its storytelling and stuff, because it was really on like by the books JRPG, which is not a bad thing because I like the JRPG like formula and stuff and the tropes and shit, and it did do enough to differentiate it, I think, from the rest. I'm gonna try to, you know what? He's over there. I'm just gonna jump down this fucking railing. Fuck you. Get the grace. Get the grace. Get the grace. Hide. You see me? He saw me. Let's hide over here. Hide from the dogs. I think I might have enough for a level up. Can I, like, fast travel? I can't. You look at my map at all here. Great. We're gonna have to get back to the bonfire the old-fashioned way. I don't know actually how to get back there. But, yeah, Dragon Quest XI. Yeah, it's been on the list every year, I think, because I love it so much. Ooh, this is a shortcut? Because I love it, and, but I finally did finish it. It took, like, God, what was my hours? Was it, like, 200 hours? Oh, this was a shortcut. Nice. It was a long fucking time. And that game, like, no filler. Like, everything, in that game is, like, it feels like it should be there. I do have enough for a level up. Great. I guess just more health. I don't fucking know. If I do know that more strength, I can do my crossbow. I don't really care about the crossbow, though. Yeah, just more health, honestly. Yeah, it's great. Like, I gotta stop playing. It had enough, plot twists that, like, I didn't see coming, which were nice. The art style is really good. The only thing, I wasn't the biggest fan of the music, which it sounds kind of weird, but it's like live orchestra music, and I wasn't really a big fan of it, honestly. I don't know. It's good. Like, it had some good tunes, a few, but I like that the game's set up into, like, this is spoilers, by the way, for Dragon Quest. I still want to do, like, a whole Dragon Quest, like, podcast, but, like, the first act is your coming of age story, and they tell you you're supposed to go meet the king now that you're, like, of age. You go meet the king, and he tells you about, like, oh, you're the luminary, you're here to fight the evil or whatever. But without, if you weren't around, the evil wouldn't be around either, so you're kind of to blame. Let's kill you. And so Act 1 is you running from the king, finding these orbs that you're supposed to find, so you can get the Sword of Light to, like, fight the evil. And then at the end of Act 1, the king betrays you, or you find, or whatever, and you lose. One of my favorite things about the game is you lose, and the world, like, gets almost destroyed by the big bad guy. And Act 2 is you and your party, like, all got mixed up and, like, separated. So Act 2, you go from playing different party members and what their little side stories are, and they have all this character development and stuff, which is fun, and they really grow, and everybody kind of comes back together, and decides, like, we failed, but we gotta keep trying, and then you like get everybody back together, and you find the bad guy and kill him, and then you lose a party member. Dies, and then Act 3 is, like, after the credits roll and stuff, which is weird. And I don't know why it was like an extra thing. But you find out you can go back in time to save your party member. And by doing so, you realize that the big bad guy is, like, an offshoot of the bigger bad guy who's, like, been sealed away and who's been trying to, like, escape. But he doesn't. I think in Act 2 he does escape, right? That's why you go back in time, too, to, like, because you can't find him now. What was that what it was? Because I'm thinking, like, why would you go back in time if that to save your party member, obviously, but then if also unleash like a greater evil, would you go back in time? I can't remember now. One thing that really pissed me off so bad though is like the main character never talks, but when you go back in time, I've seen the main character never talks, but I saw several times where it's like you meet somebody and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" And you start moving your hands like you're talking, it fades to black. And when it fades back in, the person's like, "Oh, now I'm caught up. Now you told me everything." So you do talk off camera, but there's a spot where the king, um, or that our party members are gonna get betrayed by like the king, and I know what's gonna happen because I went back in time. This has already happened to me. Go back in time and like, but my character won't say anything, and it's so infuriating. I hated that part so much, but But yeah, Act 3, yeah, you're doing that, and the bigger bad guy, you save the character. But, like, Act 3 was such a weird thing because you kind of erased all of your character development all your other characters had on their own journey, I think, which is weird. Depending on how long, I think, yeah, I think it was, you went back before everything. So yeah, I think you skip out on all that stuff, which is kind of, I thought was kind of sad. I liked all the character development stuff. And, so it was weird that you just kind of erase all that. And I don't really know how timelines work differently in different media, but like if it's kind of alternate reality type where it's like different decisions or different realities, if we go back in time, what happened to the time that I was in originally with my cast, with my party? Did I go back in time and they're still just like they're doomed to die? Is that what happens? And so I go back in time to save the world, but they're still fucked, right? Or is it like a single line timeline? So I go back in time and then I guess change stuff and then the future doesn't exist anymore that I was in, so they cease to exist too. And when I went back in time, am I like did I replace the old self of me? Where did I go? Is there just another version of me running around in there? In the world and I don't know about it? Like, what the fuck is this? There's a lot about Act 3 that's just really weird. Plus, I never really liked time travel much. Especially in the sense of, like, it, like, really dampens character deaths. Like, they don't mean anything if you can just go back in time and they're fine. Um, so Act 3 made me, it was I kept going back and forth on it. But I still love Dragon Quest 11 like so much, even despite all that. And none of it was like, oh, I hate this so much. Like, it made me think. And well, I mean that part is good, but some of it I just don't know if I was really a big fan of. But overall, yeah, that's my game of the year. It's got to be. Like, I started playing it randomly because I started watching someone play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and and then I was like, oh, I love Akira Toriyama's art style, you know. And I'm like, and then I see Dragon Quest 11, if there's a demo, and I was like, oh, because I was looking up a demo for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and then I see a demo for Dragon Quest 11, so I get it, and I decide to try it, and then I'm playing. That demo is like 10 hours long, and at the time as I'm playing, I'm like, if they fuck up, and like accidentally give you the whole game with the demo, because that happened before with like Yakuza, like 6 or something, and but no, they just had a really long 10-hour demo because the game is like 200 hours long. And so it was fine to have a demo so long, which is smart because I got too invested not to buy the game. And ever since then I've been playing it on and off for the last 2 or 3 years, and it was a damn good time. I want to buy it for my Switch and replay it. Honestly, I'm so ready. But yeah, that's my game of the year. And it's kind of a weird all over podcast because like I said, I'm sick and I don't feel good, and I want to do this sooner, but I keep running out of time to record. because I want to put this out before the end of the year, and I haven't felt like it. So finally today I was like, I'm gonna try my best, and I finished it. So that's good. Now I'm gonna go lay down and cry because I feel even worse now from exerting all this energy. But it was worth it. It was worth it. That's the last thing on the channel for the year, and I'm done. So I hope you've enjoyed, and come back for next year because I got some good stuff cooking. Wild Arms, I'm starting Wild Arms soon. Long play of Sentient, that's gonna happen, and if I can get Warhammer on the PC, play some of that. But yeah, some good stuff. Good stuff. I hope you've enjoyed. I've been Deej. This has been Happy Created Inc. And I'll see you in the next one. Da da da. Oh, also, by the way, though, it sounded like I was ragging on Dragon Quest XI a lot there at the end, but instead of praising it because it's Game of the Year, but I'm critical of it because I love it so much. And overall, like I said, kind of, it's great. Like my second favorite JRPG I've ever played, I think. Right behind Baden Kaitos. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Da da da.